And the most important long-term investment we can make is in our people, and to make it through education. It's the key response to progress in technology and to the changing world. If you ask, how do I cope with UAVs, with technology, with computers, with life sciences, with new processes and products, the answer is educate yourself for the new world. Learn to control the computers and robots. Don't get replaced by them. We've got to keep upgrading ourselves, outthink and outsmart the competition, and be smart enough to take advantage of the technology. And we have a good education system at all levels. Our universities produce graduates which are highly sought after here and abroad. This picture was taken, I think, in this room. There are more graduation ceremonies than National Day rallies held in this room every year. Our IT and poly students do brilliantly. They are considered world-class institutions. Nobody else has anything like that. They compete internationally, world skills competition. They win many medals. And the latest ones, hot off the press, is the FIRA World Cup, Robo Cup. This is not the FIFA World Cup, but this is the robots equivalent Federation of International Robotic Associations. They had the competition in Bristol, and yesterday was the finals, and we came back, the Nanyang Poly team, 12 medals. Seven gold, 3 silver, 2 bronze. There are two classes, bigger robots and smaller robots. So the large one, Evo Rocky, won the overall gold. What did it get gold for? Sprint, weightlifting, penalty kick, lift and carry, marathon. But this picture is the smaller robot. His name is Red Atom. And he is the world record sprinter. World record sprinter. 3 meters forward, 3 meters back. The robot has to run, and it broke the world record in 32 seconds. And BBC reported on this and described him as a Usain Bolt of robots. Our schools, students also do well. Across the board and at the top, they shine also in international competitions. This year, our team won the International Biology Olympiad. We hosted it, and we won the team first place. And the International Mathematics Olympiad, which I think was in Buenos Aires, a Singaporean, Lim Jack, NUS Maths and Science School, was the top student. He came first, full marks, the only one to score full marks this year. First time it's happened. But we are not just focusing on the best students. Yes, we ought to celebrate our gold medalists, our outstanding ones. But our schools and teachers are also doing their best for every student, from the weakest to the most talented ones. And that's why we say every school is a good school, every neighborhood you have a good school. And this is not just a slogan, this is a reality. I received an email recently from one of my residents. I use my examples because I know them, but if the other MPs will surely have similar. This was from a father, Mr. Balu. His son, Praveen, is a primary 6 student in Townsville Primary School. And he wrote me this. Where's Balu and Praveen? He said, I'm impressed by the openness and approachability of the teachers, together with the guidance and motivation of dedicated teachers like Madam Suhaizan and Mr. Kwek. My son performed much better in his mid-year exams with such a dedicated team of educators, we are certain that my son will be much better prepared for his forthcoming PSLE. So every school is a good school. And if you look at this picture, it tells a story because they are posing in Townsville, and I've been there, and these pictures are not drawn by the teachers, they're drawn by the students because it's a niche area of excellence for Townsville Primary School. I can tell you that when I was in primary 6, I couldn't draw pictures like that. And I still can't. But today, the opportunities are there, and I think the results are showing. Beyond school, we're opening up more paths in higher education. Singaporeans have very high aspirations. Every parent wants his or her son to do as well as possible, go to university. And many ITE students hope to go on to the poly, and most poly students aspire to get a degree. One way or another, they want to get there. So we've been increasing our university places year by year for Singaporeans, but still more Singaporeans want to go. So last year, I tasked Lawrence Wong to study this issue. And he concluded that we should create more university places, but that we should focus on applied, practice-oriented degrees. For example, engineers, physiotherapists, social workers. Skills which are useful, which are in demand, which will help to get the graduates jobs. And we should not just churn out graduates, regardless of the quality of the employment opportunities. Set up the institutions, run the courses, print the degrees, produce the graduates, generate a lot of disappointment and unhappiness. Other countries have made this mistake. We produce unemployed graduates, underemployed graduates. Europe has got them, Britain, America, even China. Many graduates come out looking for work, can't find work. So we must avoid leading people up the wrong path, misleading them that if you spend 3 years of your life doing this, at the end you will have a happy outcome. We must make sure that if we let people go that way and encourage people to go that way, that at the end the prospects are good. Right now, we have 2 institutions that work closely with industry and emphasize practice-oriented teaching. One is SIM University, called UNISIM, which is a private institution, and it runs part-time courses for adult students. And it collaborates closely with the industry. For example, it runs aerospace systems courses. And the courses include a practicum, meaning the students have to spend a certain number of hours or weeks with a company in the industry, working in the company, learning about the practical aspects of aerospace engineering. And they do the same with their social workers and their other courses. The other institution is SIT, the Singapore Institute of Technology, which has high-quality foreign partners in focus areas. For example, one partner is DigiPen, which is one of the top American institutions for interactive digital media. And here you'll see the student rendering something, and the younger ones among you will know that this thing is called an ATST, Star Wars, All-Terrain Scout Transport Walker. I confess I didn't know I had to learn. But the young ones know, and they are going to master this. SIT is partnering Technical University of Munich, TUM, science and engineering courses. Here they are doing robots. I think this must be a robot soccer game. They are partnering the CIA, not the Central Intelligence Agency, but the Culinary Institute of America. Learn culinary arts. Again, one of the top institutes. And if you're going to be a chef or going to be running a restaurant, the CIA teaches you how to do it well. Here the students are learning from an American chef about pita bread. So SIT works with the foreign partners, and the degrees are currently awarded by these foreign partners. So what will we do? We will increase the full-time places for applied degrees. We will make SIT and UNISIM our 5th and our 6th universities. SIT will expand, and it will award degrees in its own name in addition to the partnerships it has. UNISIM will add full-time programs to its part-time courses, and it will build on its strong industry links, but it will remain a private university. And that way we can increase the current full-time university intake by a total of 3,000 students a year by 2020. In other words, today we take in 13,000 undergraduates a year, first year. By 2020, we will take in 16,000 students a year, 3,000 more. And that will mean 40% of each cohort will go to university, up from 27% today. And that will include more poly students and more JC students.